Shohei Ohtani. What do we have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Seeing plenty of left-handed bats in this lineup against the righty on the hill.
Yeah, they're looking to ambush, and you wonder if it's going to lead to a big game for them or not. Certainly, it's a nice boost of confidence to think you can get to that pitcher on the mound with all those lefties in the lineup, and with that extra split second they have to react. We'll see how it shakes out here.
Aaron Judge now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Lone Depot Park just underway here. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Ball 1, no strikes. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss. Outside low. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Three-two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And today on the hill, Max Fried. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today. You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Next offering is fouled back. Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Oh, that's inside.
Pitch misses.
Oh, that's out.
And the count is 2-0. Swings through that one for strike one. And that's downstairs. And now 3-1. Ball four, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Mookie Betts. Comes up empty. That's strike two. This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. Brings it in.
What the fuck?
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Fastball for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Late with the swing there. Tucker stands at second with two gone. Outside.
Nope, outside.
Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him. That's the third out. An inning in the books. No score here on the show.
If you don't want to say something, if you don't want to say if you don't want to say something, if you don't want to say
Back here in Miami, top of the second, Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings and misses. That's strike two. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity. Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Ben Rice, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2 now. This one smoked on its way out of here. He nails one out to right. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Chisholm in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Strike 2.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
2 down, nobody on. That one in the dirt. Now 2-2. Just
that's too high.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
That one fouled off. And the 0-2. Strikes him out with 100. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. Bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Max Fried will go to work. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Muncy in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
That's a ball.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham under it, and that is that. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. Yankees 1, and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly is sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
There it is again. We've seen a few players swing at the fastball out of the zone and lots of swings and misses early on.
Comes up empty. Got him looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Judge at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Judge comes up empty there.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in Miami as we go to the last of the third. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball right side to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting none. The second
and next for LA, Alex Freeland.
One off that pitch down.
Pajes on at first, nobody out. And he grounds one to the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Here's Ohtani, flying to right his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball.
Ripped to first, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 aboard with 1 out. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Ball. Inside.
The 1-1. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 on, 1 out. This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Betts can't hold up, and that's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about.
And that's a base hit. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. In to score from third. We're tied at 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball. Chisholm. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. The batter now will be Will Smith. Struck out looking his first time. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. On to the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Ohtani back to work.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That one ripped. One down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Stanton at the plate now, and that's strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him swinging. 2 down.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Ball one.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
That's ball two.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the mark. Full count now. Sends him down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. On to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball one.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ball inside.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
In the air, right field. Can't make the grab, and it drops. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a pay.
Now, Andy
Ball.
Pajes.
That's inside.
And a curve is down and in.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit?
Base hit center field. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Down
Whoa,
low, it
that's
kicks
down.
away. And the runner holds. The 2-1. In the air to left center. Grisham should have this one. And he makes the catch. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Swings through that.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
McMahon swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Caballero now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Ball, that's out.
And that's 3 for a strike. And the count 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back here in Miami, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2. Got it. 1 gone here.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Betts now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that skips in the dirt. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Ball. Yeah.
Out to short, Caballero. There's one. Double
On
play.
your tag, you're
What
out.
a twin killing to end the inning. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Well, one-run game. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Waves at the defender for the strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Grisham now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
That's a ball.
Klein, a righty that throws with power. 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020.
Ball, that's outside.
The Dodgers up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Close one doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now he's falling behind Judge.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
On the ground, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Bottom of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right there for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Here's Muncy to hit. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Swings over the top of that one. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Oh, 1 down.
Hey!
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw comes into third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now here is Andy Pajes.
Hey!
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. 2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Alex Freeland now at the plate.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Close, but call the ball. And the count is 3-1.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bellinger moving under it. And the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is cut on and missed. And 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. But you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Action in the pen down there. Edgardo Henriquez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia, the left-hander. This looks like extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Ben Rice getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses. Ball 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
So the tying run at second. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Way inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Late on that fastball. The Yanks with the tying run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Swing and a miss. And now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Out at third. And that ends the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, set for the last half of the 7th, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder. Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here's Mookie Betts now. There goes Tucker. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out, the runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. This one in the air right field. Judge really on his horse for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here is Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Number 5, Freddie.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And a foul ball.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life.
3. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
McMahon leading things off. It takes a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. And here is Jose Caballero. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at-bat.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beams.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out. Back here in Miami, bottom of the 8th. Will Smith digs in now. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Base knock, center field. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Muncy in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Yo-1. There's a strike. Muncy thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-1. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Hernandez in the box now, takes strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Sliced hard but foul. Smith on second. Muncy at first with no outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. To third might be 2. The tag at third, and he's out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Freeland in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, right side. Chisholm. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
And downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tried to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a miss, stopped him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. him looking for the strikeout. Yankees with only one out remaining. And here comes Bellinger, known for his late inning heroics. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Diaz, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2012. High fly ball, right field. Tucker settles underneath it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something